If somebody can get us around that detour to send us down the cow pasture before, we'd really appreciate that.
Well, they're just about ready to come back.
Dirt roads in the trailer.
So Wally Dombrowski is going to be playing the concertina. Richie Zabrowski is on the bass.
Yes, go all the way to Albany on
Richie,
5.
The two Riches,
Amsterdam.
Richie Toyce, Richie.
Yeah, see, I was going to send us in that way, but our
Dombrowski are
GPS
doing
was smarter than that. We knew the dirt road in the back over.
Just stay 5 to 5.
Yep. Hi again, Tom Barovich. Good to see you on again. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, they just made a little switcheroo. The two Riches are now playing. Of course, Wally is going to play the concertina. Of course, Richie's a brusque.
Finally, we got some music for you right now. Juke off that line in Jam Volume number 1 this time. Would you want the line, Judy Angie's?
With the switcheroos and changing up of the musicians playing what instruments, we're just about ready to go continue with set number 2. Hi again, Mike Philip Nadala. Good to see you on. Thanks for sticking around. You're very welcome as always, Mike. Anytime, no problem. Good to see you on as always. Hi, John and Bridget. You guys are out there in Squirtville, PA. John, good to see you on. And once again, great job. You guys last Saturday in Johnsville, PA at Countryside Ballroom. Good to see you, John. Have a great weekend. I know you guys were playing today, so hopefully those people win the game today. Enjoy it. And tomorrow, enjoy yourself. You're back on Squirtville, PA. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, John and Bridget. Thanks for joining us.
Right there. One called I'm Judy Angie's Polka.
And this is the continuation of the second set with PCN, the Polka Country Musicians, the award-winning Polka Country Musicians here at the Mohawk Valley Polish Festival in St. Johnsville, New York, which is west of Amsterdam and west of Albany in the capital region, east of Utica, east of Syracuse, and southwest of where we reside. So it gives you an idea of
where it's located. And we hope everyone is doing well out there on this fine Saturday, May the 20th, 2023. And it's about 5:45 here on a Saturday. I hope everyone's doing well out there, and thanks for joining us as always.
Hi, Polka Channel once again. We're trying to vocals one more time for you. We'll do one called Czerwona Róża, the Red Rose.
Hi and hello again to Basha Lynn out there. Good to see you on again.
Send us out once again to all the members of Tony's Polka Band, entertained phenomenally earlier this afternoon. Great seeing Tony, Jason, all the folks in the band. Here we go. One called Czerwona Róża.
Yes, they did a bang-up, super tremendous job. And PCM's rocking the house as always.
Ohio,
One called Czerwona Róża, the Red Rose.
And high and low again to Teresa and Andy Guzmarchik out there in the Buffalo, New York area. Good to see you on, Teresa and Andrew. Of course, Andrew's a drummer extraordinaire in his own right. He plays in the Buffalo Constantino All-Stars and, of course, Crusade with a BA guy. So good to see you on, Andrew. Hope you're doing well out there, as well as you, Teresa. Good to see you on. Hopefully we'll see you during the Polka summer season at some point out there in the Buffalo, New York area. Either the Long Fest or Cheektowaga Polish Fest. And high and low to the Krasinski's out there, Daryl, and
I am all stuff to slow
Michelle,
down
and all
once again
them.
for you here this
Good to see you,
afternoon.
Zon.
Well,
As
if we had
always,
locals
hope
in
you're
San
doing
Luis,
well
you
out
want
there
an
in
old
the
timer,
Michigan
one
area.
called Marianne
Good to see you,
Regrets.
Zon, and hopefully we'll see you at some point again during the Polka summer season along the Polka Road. And WP Gunny, I know you're watching. Next weekend, the band that's playing is playing at the USPA Festival and Convention in Cleveland, Independence, Ohio. So if you're planning on going for the entire weekend or any of the particular days, have a good time. And likewise, to all the folks who are going to USPA next weekend, have yourselves a great time. Make sure you have some dances, or plenty of dances for us, and drinks for us. And we hope everyone has a good time at USPA next weekend. Safe travels, everyone, when you're going out there.
I saved up my money to buy my sweetheart some flowers. One Saturday, Saturday night, restlessly counting the hours. Then today, in the mail I received a shortened note. And I looked down inside at the message that her mother wrote. Marianne regrets she's unable to see you again. 'Cause we're leaving for Europe next week. She'll be busy till then. They know that she loves me, but poor boys don't pay their lives. Goodbye to love, goodbye my sweet Marianne. The weeks have gone by, not a word have I heard since then. In the papers I've read of the faraway places she's been. I can't eat, I can't sleep for over and over again. My mind is a melon and I'm crying for my Marianne. Marianne, because she's unable to see you again. 'Cause we're leaving for Europe next week. She'll be busy till then. They know that she loves me, but poor boys don't pay that price. Goodbye to love, goodbye my sweet Marianne.
Big old timer right there, country flavored. There's one called Marianne Regrets.
If you're just tuning in, wondering where we're at the Mohawk Valley Polish Festival in St. Johnsville, New York. which is west of Amsterdam, west of the capital region of Albany and Schenectady, and of course east of Utica and east of Syracuse, and southwest from where we reside. And this is the award-winning polka country musician second set. And this is the
especially for Darius and his wife here with us. Nice to see them once again. Also for Stefan Dudas and his child, OMG. I didn't know they let him.
Hope everyone's doing well out there on this fine weekend, as it's the weekend before Memorial Day. It's May 20th, 2023.
That's what he said. We don't shoot the messenger.
I'll be leaving now. I'm too.
Hello out there to Lawrence.
I said I will sing, I will sing, that the days we spent together. And ever since we parted, I see you broken hearted, thinking of the good times that we've shared. Our years were seven, I think I could say it's springtime. In the showers and whatever in July. For once, when there's two September holidays, Thanksgiving in the best, every mom is ready at the same time. I said I'm funny the movies, and I mean the movies and all the ones you and I believe. And even now it hurts me so that I believe I can't let go. And I change my mind, I'll be here waiting. All the years was seven and I think that the stairs straight line. It was short and I will be alive. All life with a new September, I'll be dancing with the everybody good at the same time. All the years was that I've been white, it's like we say, it's the time. It was everything when I read you tonight. For what I'm with a good September, I'll be Thanksgiving Day. Hey, Hanukkah, everybody's living the same time. Here's one called Farewell. And in the echo of fairyland memorial, all stars in yes, the ambusing stars are gone, the ambusing stars are gone.
for the folks out in the western Pennsylvania area, there is a dance tomorrow in which Rick Zabruski playing bass and, of course, the accordion with Polka country musicians. The band that he plays in, the New Tones, is playing tomorrow in Mount Pleasant, PA for Frank Kowalski's 55th anniversary dance tomorrow from 2 to 6 p.m. So you folks in the western PA area, go out and support that dance. You know, it's a great time and a great dance, so make sure you go out and support it and hear a great band in the New Tones. And hi and hello to Kaja Yannick Javinsky out there. Good to see you on, Kaja. Hope you're doing well out there. Thanks for joining in on the live video here in St. Johnsville,
All right,
New York.
we're wrapping things up Polka country style for you this afternoon. You'll have a good time here today. You all gonna come back tomorrow? I don't know who the hell's playing, but come on back. I'd like to send a big thank you out to the committee and all the folks over there at the chicken booth for having us here this afternoon. On behalf of Tony's Polka Band, yours truly, the Polka Country Musician, I'd like to thank y'all for coming out here and joining us this afternoon. Take a quick minute to introduce you all the guys that make up the boys in the band. First of all, the quiet guy in the back row on the drums and on half the cymbals, all the way from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. How about a round of applause for Mr. Dave Bornikowski on drums. Next on bass and concertina and vocals, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How about a round of applause for Mr. Richie Santa Claus Zabrowski. He shaved, oh my God. Next on the accordion, concertina, and vocals, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Eric Slider Bogdan on the accordion. Next, the gentleman standing to my left, the American standard of polka music, on the bass guitar, on the trumpet, on the clarinet, harmony vocals, and also some of the vocals you like to hear, all the way from Homer City, Pennsylvania. How about a round of applause for Mr. Richie Coyce. The leader of this fine organization, on the trumpet, on the clarinet, on the violin, on the concertina, on the bass guitar, on the drums, on my nerves, and most of the vocals you all like to hear. Your USPA Male Vocalist of the Year for 2022. Your IPA Hall of Famer. How about a round of applause for Mr. Walter David Anthony Gerard with my Rogan Dombrowski.
And next over there, way over there on your left, my right, he's the originator of the Polka Country Musicians way back in the day. He plays the trumpet. Oh yeah, you are old. Among other things. On the trumpet, violin, and vocals. From Norwich, Connecticut, how about a big round of applause for Richie Dombrowski.
We've had a fun group to play with this afternoon. We hope to see you all again sometime in the near future. Tune in again. And God bless remote focus. We'll see you at the beach, at the beach, at the beach, at the beach. Here we go. Richie and the vocals, one called What the Not Jeff Chin on the Lovely Girl.
And you can also check us out live, folks, at polkacountry.com. All our information's up there, polkacountry.com, for all your latest PCM happenings.
And hi and hello again to Chris Wino out there in the northeastern Pennsylvania area. Chris, good to see you on again. Hope you're doing well out there. Hi again, Chris. Hope you're doing well again.
Yes, I hear this real, what you good coming.
They know how to rock the house.
Yes, I hear this real, what you good coming.
I've been to many places where I've had some fun. I travel the highways that follow the sun. But when that is over and I lay to rest, I dream of those hills that I love the best. Come on! Those Pennsylvania hills are calling me home. Those Pennsylvania hills, they are never come. Those Pennsylvania hills are there to baby. Those Pennsylvania boys and hospitality. I've seen all of the valleys, I've seen by the sea. I've traveled the floodlands and all over the tree. But deep in my heart, there's this one piercing earth. Those Pennsylvania hills out of my lost seasons. Those Pennsylvania hills are calling me home. Those Pennsylvania hills where you're never alone. Those Pennsylvania hills are every day. Those are the boys and hospitality.
I know out there, Michelle, in the Indian area. Out there in the main area, on that Polka Road, we go out the weekend, riding back at the PRC way along New York area. Good to see you on again. Hope you're doing well out there. And hopefully we'll see you doing that Polka Road this summer season out in the Buffalo, New York area. And one of the long best for the Chihuahua Polka. Have a great rest of your weekend, Linda Art. See you on. Hi, Ed. Back out there early now. Next one, New York. Good to see you on. Hope you're doing well out there. Have a great one, you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out. How about a big round of applause for Ray and all the committee here putting this special day on here.
One more time! One more time!
All right, we'll do one more.
One more!
For all the folks who have been with us on our Polka Brews cruises. And those who are planning on going on the next Polka Brews cruise coming up next year, February 5th through the 16th, 2024, go check out the website, polkabrewscruise.com for more information. Here's one called Jibone off of our Live and Jam Volume 2 video.
Sing it all together. captain joins the band with his concertina. Starship Usher gonna dance with Agago and Yanina. Starship Usher gonna dance with Acha and Yanina. Now the blues is ending, the slowly rising. Everybody to the polka, feel the heart rising. Everybody to the polka, feel the heart rising.
Well, that is it. Well, that is it, folks.
You know, we got next weekend, we'll be out there at the United States Polka Association Convention and Festival out there in Independence, Ohio. Hope to see you all there. We'll be performing on Sunday evening. And also check out our website, polkacountry.com, for all the latest news and information. Also, our performance schedule is available on the website. You've been a fantastic audience. Please take care. God bless you. Please drive home safely. Hope to see you all real soon. Thank you. So I've been asked to announce that there's an ordinance. We have a special sniper fish that's spawning, and it starts right now. So we can't have any noise. Reverend Jim in 28 minutes. That's what
Hey,
this
Dobroski, we're in New York, not New York City, so it's Jeves, shoot the moon, let's go.
That's it. All right, everyone. Have a good weekend. Until the next time. Do widzenia, dobranoc. Do miłego zobaczenia. Bie. That's all, folks. Have a great time at USBA. And make sure you support the dance and all that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Okay. You got it.